What's up, everybody? This is Michael Davis, aka H Black. Welcome to another edition of the H Black Experience, right here on the PWS Zone. And this might be a H Black Experience rant, because I wanted to make this video for a long time, and I didn't know how I wanted to approach you guys with this without sounding like an idiot. But this whole Seth Rollins nonsense that's been happening on WWE TV, happening on social media, happening on these stupid interviews he has been doing recently, it's gotten to the point that I'm just sick and tired of seeing and hearing about Seth Rollins. Every time I open up my phone, I'm checking my Twitter, I'm seeing Seth Rollins saying some stupid shit, like people are jealous of him because he's going out with Becky Lynch, or people are saying, "Oh, WWE sucks because it's a cool thing to do," and all this nonsense. It's like, shut the fuck up. You already had Raw pretty much school your ass on Twitter. A junior heavyweight school you, pretty much bury you on Twitter, and you having people like Chris Jericho and all other wrestlers pretty much laughing at you for saying that WWE is the best pro wrestler on the planet, even though it's not. And you want to mess up bank account when it comes to freaking Raw Spray. You want to pretty much say that Ricochet is the best version of Raw Spray, which is a bunch of BS. I know for a fact that Raw Spray is a better wrestler and a better storyteller than Ricochet. And I don't need to tell you the accomplishments. I don't need to tell you how great the great matches I've seen for Raw Spray. Every time I see a Ricochet match, I feel like he's trying too hard to be like Raw Spray. It's just annoying. Annoys hell out of me when I see Ricochet match trying to be so hard to be like Raw Spray. It's just freaking annoying. That's why I don't like. I'm not really a big fan of Ricochet. But I don't go on that. That's another story for another day. But Seth Rollins, man, what's the deal with you? Ever since he started going out with Becky Lynch, ever since you won the Universal Championship by hitting Barless in the dick, you act like you're invincible. You act like you're the biggest star in WWE. Yeah, you may be the biggest star in WWE, but nobody cares about you. No one really, everybody just slowly just moving past you and move on to the next best wrestler out there besides you. They're paying attention to AJ Styles more than you, or Braun Strowman, or Bayley, or Charlotte, or Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns has been, he been doing a pretty damn good job since he came back, both on the mic, both in the ring. I've been seeing a lot more of Joe than Roman Reigns, and that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot because you're actually having people out there wanting to see Roman Reigns at the face of the company again, not Seth Rollins. And hey, that's fine by me. I mean, I've been a fan of Roman Reigns ever since he came back from battling leukemia. But it wasn't because of that. I was trying to get Roman Reigns a chance before that announcement, but I just couldn't do it. The fact that he just kept on main eventing WrestleManias and having cringeworthy promos, trying to be like this badass babyface by kicking ass and talking, doing promos, but it would be him better off doing the ass kicking, not doing promos. But ever since he came back, he not been in the main event picture as much. Yeah, he's closing out main event Raws and Smackdowns back to back here and there, but it's not like he main event every pay per view ever since he came back. He didn't even main event WrestleMania, so be happy with that. But Seth Rollins, this guy is really getting on my last fucking nerves. He really grinding my gears. Every time he's on, he trying so hard. You can tell he's trying so hard to be a babyface, because in real life he can be a bit of a dickhead. He sounds like a dick. He doesn't sound like a dickhead. He acts like a dickhead at times, talking mad shit about John Moxley during these interviews, and he went to backtrack and pretty much praise him towards the end of the interviews. Like, come on now, don't act like that. Don't act like a two-faced biz. Talking about your so-called brother. Talking about he took his party, he went home, he couldn't handle the WWE schedule. He taking food off people's tables. Like, where did that even come from? If anything, John Moxley is putting food on his table, and he's making more tables week by week. Don't believe me? Just watch the matches that during this G1. He's been killing it right now. But you can't say that and this nonsense about John Moxley taking food off the table or taking his bar and going home. You mean to tell me that you will listen to Mr. McMahon and do a promo or a segment involving Pooper Scooper? Are you really that desperate? Are you really that much of a company bitch boy that you would do something stupid like that? And everyone want to say, "Oh, this is such good shit." No, it's just bad desperation of ratings. It's just the lowest of the low when it comes to lowest common denominator booking. A segment with a fucking Pooper Scooper. I mean, come on now. And by the way, you want to mention your bank account, you want to mention how much money you make more than the other person you're arguing with on Twitter, then you pretty much lose the argument every single time. I don't care if you're a wrestler, I don't care if you're an athlete playing basketball, football, baseball, I don't care if you're a singer, rapper, actor, actress, I don't give a fuck. You're messing your bank account towards and mention that you make more money than the person you're arguing with, you lose the fight regardless of what kind of comeback you do during that Twitter war. Because it's so fucking stupid when they mention, "Oh, I made this much money in a year or a month." Like, who cares? I don't give a fuck if you're making the most money. I don't give a damn if WWE making the most money, and that's why he should be compared to or be the generation's Wicked the Dragon Steamboat. I don't give a fuck. We all know that WWE is nowhere near the level of Wicked the Dragon Steamboat. I mean, he never had the crowd caliber matches that Ricky had in his career. I mean, I haven't seen a good WWE match since 2016, I believe, when Miz versus WWE and No Mercy for the IC title. That's the only good match I've seen for him. All the other matches he had in his career are just, they're men. They already got to be in the men category. But that I digress on that. But Seth Rollins, you don't deserve to be the face of the company. I'm sorry, you don't deserve to be the face. I mean, I don't mind having AJ Styles being the face of the company, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, Bayley, Charlotte. Hell, I'll even take Nikki Cross to be the face of the WWE over you. And if Roman Reigns is having the main event WrestleMania this year, I think a lot of people will be happy that he's main event WrestleMania and not you, Seth Rollins, because all you gotta do, just like you've been doing ever since you became your world champion and started going out with Becky Lynch, you gotta burn yourself down. And that's not an insult. That is a fact of life. Courtesy of the Young Lion, the A-Track Core, the professor of women's wrestling, and the creator of the PW Hustle Zone, A-Track Black, Michael Davis. And I hope you guys enjoy this A-Track Black experience rant. Let me know how you feel about someone down below. If you enjoy his one at a babyface, do you think it's time for him to turn heel, or do you don't really give a shit about Seth Rollins at this point. Let me know down in the comment down below. And make sure you like this video, subscribe for more, tap the bell on the YouTube app you miss any of my videos. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. And if you tune into the G1, resuming Aston the G1 Climate Tournament this morning, make sure you check that out. Gonna be hella show. I've been checking out, watching the G1 here and there. I have not been watching all the matches, but I have been watching highlights, and I've been having a good time watching these matches. And you know, Moxley, Kenta, Okada, everybody's been killing it so far. Even freaking Yano being Naito and Jay White, two former world champions in Japan. I mean, it's crazy right now. But make sure you check out the G1 Climate Tournament action this morning, or if this video, if you already watched it, I hope you guys enjoyed it. But in the meantime, I'm Michael David Black. I'm out.